Hello everyone, my name is Maciej Głuszyk and I'm a ServiceNow developer at DSS Digital and Software Solutions. In this video, we will look at one of the most important concepts in ServiceNow development, business rules. More specifically, I will explain the difference between the four main types of business rules: before, after, async, and display. We will go through simple practical examples on the incident table so you can clearly understand when each type should be used in real projects. Let's get started. Business rules are server-side logic that run when a record is created, updated, deleted, or displayed. They are commonly used to validate data, set default values, trigger actions, or prepare information for the user interface. The key difference between business rule types is when they execute during the record lifecycle. Let's start with the most common one, before business rule. As name suggests, this one runs before the record is saved to the database. This makes it perfect for data validation or setting default values. In this example, if description is empty during insert, business rule automatically fills it with default value. Now let's test it. I will create a new incident and leave description empty. After saving, we can see that field was automatically populated before record was stored. This is exactly when to use this type of business rule, when you need to control or modify data before it is written to the database. Next, we have the after type. This type runs after record is successfully saved. It's typically used for notifications, integrations, logging, or updating related records. In this simple example, business rule displays an informational message after incident is created. Let's create a new incident. Once record is saved, we immediately see the message generated by the after business rule. So use this type when logic should happen only after database operation is complete. The third type is async business rule. Async rules also run after the record is saved, but they execute in the background outside the user's transaction. This makes them ideal for long-running or heavy operations, such as integrations, calculations, or large updates. In this example, the async rule simply writes a message to system logs when incident is created. I will create another incident, and then when it's saved, if we switch to the logs, we can see entry appearing shortly after save, confirming that the rule executed asynchronously. So choose this type when process does not need to block the user and can safely run in the background. Finally, we have display business rule. This type runs when the form is loaded before user sees the record. Display rules are mainly used to prepare data for the client side, usually through the G-scratchpad object. Here, the business rule checks if incident priority is 1, and if so, it sends a message to the client. A small onload client script then reads that value and displays it as an info message on the form. When we open a priority 1 incident, the message appears immediately. This is the main use of display business rule, passing server-side information to user interface during form load. Let's quickly summarize when to use each business rule type. Before, it's used to validate or modify data before saving. After, it's used for actions that must happen after record is stored. Async is used for background processing that should not slow down the user, and display is used to prepare data for the client when the form loads. Understanding these four business rule types is essential for designing clean, reliable ServiceNow solutions. Choosing correct execution timing helps improve performance, data integrity, and user experience. That's all. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.